The whole family.
I don't want to, but I have to.
This guy in Washington, D.C. decides to go all kung fu on a random house late at night. The door stood strong, and thankfully, this creep couldn't get in. Imagine this scene. A guy is walking home, and out of nowhere, 4 other men show up, attempting to rob and threaten him with weapons. Luckily, he bolts for his home, hits the Ring camera, and starts recording.
That's all I got, bro.
Hi. It may take a moment to answer. Please wait.
Please, bro. Come on, bro. That's all I got, bro. I got you, bro.
Bring it back out. I ain't like we coming in here. You better get this thing. Chill out, bro. Chill. Go get the keys. Go give him.
Bro, chill out.
Give me the keys, bro.
All right, let me get.
The poor guy got robbed, but at least these crooks got caught on camera. Gonna make it way easier for the cops to track them down. A woman scouts a house, knocks on the door to confirm no one's home, and then texts her partners in crime. Fast forward 20 minutes, and the accomplices break a window to sneak into the house. What do? Rummage through everything like they're shopping on a crime spree. They grab the owner's daughter's cash, some personal stuff, and even raid the fridge for a soda. Talk about a low blow. Some people really need to find better hobbies. Imagine this. A woman's just minding her own business on the sidewalk when suddenly a car crashes into a bin and a fire hydrant right next to her. She narrowly dodges disaster, only to face another one. Some guy shows up and starts making threats, and to top it off, the police car passing by is on a different mission.
Come in this shit, he went straight to that phone. I'm not talking to you. Yeah.
What's your problem?
You do that?
Come here.
The guy snatches the woman's purse and makes a run for it.
What's your problem?
Now, the big question remains, was he the driver of the crashed vehicle? Was it intentional? Or is it a case of domestic violence, given their apparent familiarity and conversation? One unfortunate night for that poor woman. This woman just storms up to an apartment and goes full force on the door, kicking and breaking her way in. All of this fuss is just over some kiddie party fight. Isn't it crazy? So, the LAPD was on the hunt for a car thief and thought they might have found their guy in an apartment. They knocked on the door multiple times, but it seemed like nobody was home, or maybe the suspect was playing hide and seek and just decided not to answer.
Police department. Police department. Sounds like some movement. Police department, Unit D, David.
Last week they said they got in.
Yeah, we got in, but he wasn't here. Yeah.
So I just started walking out.
Here's hoping the LAPD captures the thief and brings him to justice. These two guys roll up to someone's house and start banging on the door with what looks like a bat, trying to force their way in. Seriously, that's not how you should act. Get a job instead of causing trouble. This lady's walking into her house, totally oblivious, and there's this creepy guy tailing her. He's like, oh, I'm just gonna stroll in after her, thinking he's all sneaky. But hold up, this lady's got some vigilant guard dogs. They start barking like crazy, scaring him off.
Oh.
Having a dog can be a real lifesaver sometimes. Picture this. It's an ordinary day, people casually heading to their cars, and suddenly, boom, one of the nearby homes explodes out of nowhere. A woman who was about to get into her car described the chaos, saying, "The whole side of the building just blew. It was insane. All in an instant was just boom, and then no wall." There were 3 injuries, but fortunately, no lives were lost. The investigation into this unexpected explosion was still ongoing upon the release of this video. Check out this wild scene in NYC. A lady goes bonkers at someone's house, claiming the daughter did something to her eye and threatening to stab the whole family.
Greetings. Please, do me a good favor. I'll come in here. I'll go inside. Go in here, and you do a favor. And Charles didn't knock this up. This is a home. Your daughter blew my eye. I haven't even been home. I'm a new tenant. Y'all and I your whole family. You understand? Don't. I did not like that. I don't know anything about no Kenya. I'm a new tenant. Whoever lived there, that's your problem. You I stab all y'all bitches until your hearts.
Oh, hello. Who you gonna stab?
I'll come outside. I'm a person.
What's going on?
You heard what?
Hey, where you going?
That's it. The Martians
going
are here.
down?
I'll come outside.
Nobody can wait.
Back the I'll
No,
come
you
outside.
can wait.
Because you're bad. You're come outside. Can you class this? I don't know anything about that bullshit. I'm a new tenant. Who the think you was? I killed that and I'm standing here now. I don't know anything about that, but I'm moving by the Spirit of the Lord. I don't bother nobody. You me, I'll
Go to the doctor. You're sick. You're sick in the head.
The Lord is my husband. I am different. And if you was a bad, once again, I'm calling you out.
Stand right there. Stand here. I'm coming.
Okay, come down there.
Stay right there. Don't move.
You
Don't
coming?
move. I am.
Are you
Stay right
coming? Because you answered like you was a bad and I killed them. When you put that gun to my head, you should have kept that shit was. I don't know you. I'm a new kid. Who the thought you was? So that's what the was. Tell me. Understand?
She's off the charts with anger, and it's a reminder that some folks really need to work on their temper. Making threats like that is just plain nuts. Here's a bizarre one for you. An elderly gentleman decides to pay a visit to someone's house, making eerie noises and acting all loopy.
Oh, thank you so much. Please tell me you're awake. Please tell me you're awake. Otherwise, let's see if this house might actually be mine. Please, they stole me from the hospital. I'm scared. I swear. I swear. I swear. Ha! Ah. 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 There. Ah. Ah. Fourth time. It's us. Over here. Ow. That's right there.
Looks like he might be under the influence of something. This guy's wandering around someone's house, up to no good, and then he notices the camera. Thinking he's a genius, he tries to roll the camera to the side, probably hoping he won't get caught while pulling off some shady business. Seriously, this genius needs to find a better hobby than this nonsense. This guy is so drunk that he stumbles over to the wrong house and starts jamming his keys into the door, thinking it's his place. I mean, come on, why get so hammered that you can't even tell where you live? In Florida, this guy was mowing someone's yard when he misjudged the edge, and oops, the lawnmower ended up in the water. Luckily, nobody was hurt, and the rest of the landscaping team was able to rescue the lawnmower. The homeowner mentioned it was the first time this company mowed his lawn, and it might just be the last time too. Picture this. A group of guys casually strolling around late at night, thinking they're invisible. Suddenly, the police catch wind of their mischief. A little game of cat and mouse ensues, and they manage to give the officers the slip. But wait, there's more. Just 15 minutes later, one of these masterminds resurfaces, attempting to break into a car.
We got activity in the alleyway. We have activity. We have one suspect wearing all gray. He's wearing all gray in the red. Hey, what are you doing in that car? What are you doing? Yes, can you send police over? We have 4 or 5 suspects. They're hiding in the alleyway. Yeah, they're hiding in the alleyway. They're possibly tagging, and they were just trying to open a car right now.
Lucky for the car owner, their vehicle was locked up tight. These guys might have evaded the cops for now, but karma has a way of catching up with them. At night, a daring group of thieves attempted to snatch an Audi in West Midlands, UK. One guy kept a lookout while the others got down to business. To add some shady privacy, one of them covered the doorbell camera. Despite the blaring car alarm, they persistently tried to break in, seemingly unfazed. After a bit, the thieves successfully started the vehicle and sped off with the Audi, valued at £60,000. A woman shows up at a house late at night, insisting she's searching for her dog. There's something off about her, a disoriented vibe that suggests she might be under the influence.
Can I get my dog or something? Like something's all f***ed off. Hello?
Can I help you?
Hello?
You need to leave.
Hello? Okay. Can I get my dog?
What?
Can I get my dog though?
I don't have your dog.
I gotta get my dog.
I live here.
My dog's in your house.
What?
I get that, but I'll get my dog and I'll leave.
I don't have your dog.
I'm not leaving without my dog.
I don't have a dog here. You need to leave.
It's a bit weird, almost as if she's on another level, completely oblivious to where her dog might actually be. In Phoenix, Arizona, this dude spots an unlocked car and decides it's open season for rummaging. Sadly, he helps himself to a few things from the car and makes a swift exit. These creeps seriously need a lesson in respecting other people's stuff. Just because a car is unlocked doesn't mean it's an invitation to grab whatever you fancy. This woman shows up at someone's house, all ticked off about something.
Ring, and I'm finna bust these shits out. I'm finna show him by paying with his feelings. That's what the I'm gonna do. No, that's what I'm gonna do. I want him to see it. That's what I want him.
She then decides to unleash her frustration on the car by whacking it with the stool she brought along.
I'm gonna bust these out. I hope he see these. Cause I'm finna bust these out. You gonna learn by paying with his feelings. Listen, stop!
Like, seriously? Messing with someone's property is just not cool. In Los Angeles, this guy decides to pay his neighbor a visit, probably to settle some scores. But the neighbor isn't home. So, what does our visitor do? He goes all out on some property vandalism and, just for good measure, nabs the poor guy's doormat. Strange way to express your feelings, don't you think? This guy randomly shows up at someone's house and starts singing.
La 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 la. Praise God. No messing around. Praise Allah. Praise Allah.
His behavior is odd, though. Who in the world does that? A car cruises slowly past a house, and suddenly a woman jumps out, making a dash for the porch to snatch 3 boxes. In her haste, she slips on a muddy patch, yelps in pain, and struggles to get up. Desperate cries for help echo, forcing her accomplice to abandon the car and rush to her aid. Meanwhile, the camera captures a glimpse of the driver. After a struggle, he manages to get the injured woman to the car, but the quest for the packages isn't over. The determined thief returns to grab the packages. The stolen packages contained vital medication, valued at over $5,000, leaving the family grappling with the loss and seeking ways to replace their essential meds. To add insult to injury, it seems these same thieves targeted another neighbor, amplifying the need for police intervention. This guy rolls up to someone's house, casually checks if the car door's unlocked, and bam, it is. The guy just hops in and speeds away with a free ride. I believe there are like 7 million car thefts every year in the US? It's insane. In Wichita, Kansas, this genius thought he could outrun the police, but reality hit him hard. The police caught him right in the yard of the house he was trying to break in.
Hey! Hey! You guys just can have it all goddamn night.
Looks like his grand escape plan needs a bit more work. Late at night, a girl rolls up to someone's apartment with her scooter. She snatches some stuff from the front door and loads it onto her scooter. The owner, who is monitoring through the camera, warns her to leave the package, but she simply brushes it off.
That's our package. That's our package. See? That's our package.
No, they were dropped at actually.
She could definitely use her time for better things in life than stealing. Picture this. An ordinary day suddenly interrupted by a lightning bolt striking dangerously close to a home near the pool. The sheer intensity of the strike could have had severe consequences if it hit the house directly. Thankfully, no one got hurt. A guy decides to pull off a heist at a construction site in Dallas. He grabs a drill and thinks he's making a slick getaway, but the construction workers aren't having it. They turn into action heroes, chasing the guy down. One fearless worker even jumps on the hood of the thief's car. It turns into a real-life construction site chase scene until they finally bring the thief to justice. Who knew construction sites could be so action-packed? In this bizarre incident, a creepy man shows up at a woman's home armed with a drill, apparently on a mission to steal her Ring doorbell. Despite his attempts, he fails to break in, and thankfully, the mother and daughter inside remain safe. The guy's distinctive tattoos might just be his undoing. Let's hope the law catches up with this intruder soon. A group of individuals thought it would be amusing to pull off a prank at someone's house. They brought toilet paper with them and adorned the tree with a cascade of white streamers before making a quick getaway. Some people just never outgrow their teenage pranking phase. Hope they realize there are better ways to have fun. This guy walks up to someone's property and swipes a grill cover. I guess he splurged on the grill, but couldn't afford the budget for the cover. What a weird move. This guy shows up at someone's house acting like he's delivering a package, but instead of doing his job, he snatches the packages from the porch and bolts. Taking advantage of the delivery guys to snatch packages is just low. In Inglewood, California, two masked individuals are seen on a fence in broad daylight. They make their way to a house, even with dogs around, and they successfully break in. Fast forward 2 minutes, and you catch them sprinting from the front door to a waiting white getaway car. They manage to make a clean escape without getting caught. This guy thinks it's a great idea to sneak into someone's yard in the dead of night and snatch a lawnmower. Little does he know, the homeowner's on high alert, watching the whole thing go down. The owner steps up, tells the guy to leave, and throws in a warning about the cops en route. But does this lawnmower bandit care? Nope.
What you doing out there? Hey, what you doing? Put it back. You're on camera. Put it back. The police are on their way. Put it back.
He bolts with the loot before the police can catch up. These four guys think they're on some kind of prank spree, going up to a random house, knocking like it's a game, and then bolting. A neighbor hears the ruckus and decides he's had enough of their nonsense.
What the fuck? What? What do you mean, what?
What are you doing?
Huh? What the fuck are you doing? Nowhere near your house. Yeah, what are you doing up here?
Get in here.
Here? Here where? Where's your house? How old are you? Now, you need to tell me the answer right now. I don't know who you are. I don't know who you are. You're up my neighborhood. This is my neighborhood. Oh, where? Redwood, 68164. 68164. Where are your friends? What were you guys doing up here? No, I heard some noise. What were you guys doing? What do you think we were doing? I don't know. Exactly. I heard a loud bang and I came outside and I was running down the street. What are you doing? Why does it matter? I don't know. What do you mean, why does it matter? It's 11 night. You're up in the neighborhood running and I hear a bunch of noise. What were you doing? I don't know who you are. I live right here. You don't need to know who I am. And I never. You're a young kid, and you're doing things that you shouldn't be doing. And I never went towards your house. Okay, what were you doing up here? Hanging out with my friends. You know what? I got cameras all over my house, and I'm gonna look them up, and I'm gonna find out exactly what you were doing. Hey, what's the phone?
Hey, get back here.
I'm underage. I don't think.
Hey, get over it.
Yeah, absolutely. You want to play these games?
Good on that neighbor for stepping up. Some folks just need a reality check. This guy stumbles up to someone's house late at night, looking like he's under the influence of something. He rings the doorbell over and over, but no one answers. After trying for what feels like forever, he just gives up and leaves. In the streets of Brooklyn, New York, we've got this guy trying to pull off a porch heist, But the homeowner catches him red-handed. What's his brilliant escape plan? Pretend to be the delivery guy. Realizing he's been exposed, he makes a hasty retreat.
Hello? Can I help you? Hello?
No. Got a package here, though.
Can I help you?
You have a package here, baby.
Can you leave it there?
Yeah, come get it.
Yeah. Thank you. Coming down. Rodney, go get the package.
Yeah, thank you.
It's on my suit. Rodney, yeah, bring Shiloh too. I'm about to try to... Rodney, yeah, he's trying to take the package.
In the dead of night, this guy decides it's the perfect time for a solo conversation. But hold up, he's not just talking to himself for the thrill of it. He's got his eyes on someone's mailbox treasure. He snatches something from there and makes a quick escape.
My shit come out my hand, bitch. I don't even need no goddamn money, man. Money just everywhere around this bitch. All in front of their face, they blind as bitch. Talk about some, man, that key, man. I'm gonna come back tomorrow, man. You got me going on. Shit, hey.
What on earth could be so important in that mailbox that this guy had to sneak in at night to snatch it? This woman walks up to someone's doorbell camera and starts pulling these weird faces.
What are you doing here? Oh my goodness, you got the
What
are you doing? Pull yourself together.
Get close to the screen.
Okay, I'm coming. No me dejes, tengo miedo.
It's kind of creepy, right? I mean, who does that? Don't people have more serious things to do in life? In broad daylight, 3 guys rolled up to a house in their car. 2 of them sneaked inside and smashed the dual pane window using some spring-loaded tool. They didn't want to mess with the door to avoid triggering any alarms. Once inside, they grabbed whatever they were after and made a quick escape in their getaway car. Talk about a slick operation, but let's hope karma catches up with them. These 2 clowns thought they could outsmart a security camera by switching off the lights, but little did they know, the camera had night vision. They started poking around, trying to find a way in, but luck wasn't on their side. They even thought about busting through a window, but then they realized the camera might still be watching. So, they covered their heads and made a run for it. Luckily, their break-in plan turned into a comedy of errors, and the house stayed safe. These 4 wannabe burglars thought they were sly, taking turns peeping through the door like a bunch of amateurs. First, one of them sneaks up and peeks through the door, then 2 more join in for a peek and then take off. Looked like their mission failed, right? Wrong. These geniuses found another way in, swiped some stuff, and dashed off, with one of them even lugging a TV. That's the audacity, though. 2 guys pull up in their car next to a parked Toyota Hilux. One of them hops into the truck and faces a bit of a struggle, but eventually manages to start the vehicle, and off they go. It's pretty bold to witness these folks pulling off such a heist in broad daylight with people around. Late one night, a car cruising down the street suddenly veered off course and slammed into a tree right outside a house. The driver's excuse? Swerving to dodge a cat. But when the security camera footage was reviewed, it didn't quite add up. The interior of the car was lit up by the glow of what seemed to be the driver's phone. Looks like distracted driving might have been the real culprit here. The next day, the car was towed back to its owner's place, but with a cracked transmission as a painful reminder of the crash. The tree, surprisingly resilient, barely budged during the whole ordeal. This woman decided to play fruit ninja in someone else's yard. She got caught red-handed by the homeowner, and instead of feeling embarrassed, she confidently hops into her car and speeds away, with fruits in tow.
What are you doing over there? What you doing over there?
Don't you worry about it. Breaking in your house.
I'm gonna put you on Facebook. Someone's stealing out my yard.
Do that, please. Do that.
I bet you won't come close to that camera.
I can't hear you.
Oh yeah, I see you, but I'm sure gonna put you. Watch, I'm gonna put you on that site. Lock that gate back. Yeah, I see your ass. I'm gonna put, do anybody know this woman?
Talk about audacity. Some people seriously need a crash course in basic etiquette. This guy decides to pull a late-night visit to someone's house. The homeowner, rightfully alarmed, tells him the police are on their way. What does this genius do? He pedals away on his bicycle, but wait, there's more stupidity. He decides to return with a buddy. These types of creeps need to find a better hobby than causing trouble for people in the dead of night. So, there's this guy casually strolling by someone's house, and out of the blue, he gets this brilliant idea to check if anyone's home. He goes for the door, giving it his best shot, but the door's locked. On top of that, the homeowner was there, witnessing this failed break-in attempt.
Hey, no. What's up? What you want? What do you want?
I'm chasing somebody.
What?
I'm chasing somebody. They ran back there.
What do you mean?
They stole something.
Who are you looking for? Who? For what? How many are here?
The money.
Huh?
The money.
Take what? Okay, I'm calling the police now.
Caught red-handed, our not-so-smart intruder decides to make a run for it, leaving his cart behind. Here's this thief, casually walking around with a pet cart, and then he spots some Christmas decorations at someone's house. Like a real-life Grinch, he rolls into the yard, snatches a reindeer and a spot. Who in their right mind does something like that? This is exactly why we can't have nice things. Late at night, during the holiday season, 3 guys targeted a house. While one puzzled over the front door, the other 2 lucked out, gaining entry through the back. Once inside, one went for a wall-mounted TV, and then started searching the room for valuables. Opening a present, disappointment struck as no worthy items were found. Unfortunately, the other culprits did succeed in making off with valuable possessions. Getting robbed during the holiday season. It's the worst, isn't it? In Three Rivers, Vereeniging, 3 guys broke into a house complex. The first one cautiously entered, ensuring the coast was clear before signaling the others. Together, they swiftly plundered the house, grabbing valuable items like appliances, cash, and other belongings. Loading their loot into the getaway car, they made a daring escape. Pulling off a heist like that in broad daylight takes some serious nerve. This guy waltzes into someone's driveway, tries the car door, and guess what? It's not locked. So, what does he do? Sits in the car like it's his living room, rummages through the stuff, and decides to snag something. Talk about nerve. This is exactly why you should always lock your cars, folks. Late at night, a car was caught on camera with its lights switching on spontaneously. Even more mysteriously, the car door opens by itself when there is no one inside. The door remains open for about 2 minutes before closing on its own. Adding to the eerie scene, an object near the vehicle also topples over onto its side. It's an intriguing and somewhat creepy occurrence. This guy's out here at the crack of dawn, going through the trash. Looks like he's just trying to find something to eat or maybe some clothes. It's tough out there, and I hope he scores a decent meal or whatever he needs. This guy's got a weird hobby, cruising around in his red SUV, checking if people forgot to lock their cars. After scoping out a bunch of rides, he finally hits the jackpot with one that's unlocked. But guess what? He doesn't find squat inside, thank goodness. But karma's got its ways. The next morning, his car's on someone's ring camera with a flat tire, spewing out smoke like crazy. Talk about karma biting back. This guy's out here wandering the streets at night, thinking he's some kind of car door checking ninja. Tries his luck on one, but surprise, it's locked. Maybe it's time for him to find a hobby that doesn't involve being a nocturnal car door tester. 6 guys rolled up to a house in a Renault Sandero. Parking outside, 5 of them sneaked in and swiped TVs, laptops, and jewelry. Loading their loot into the car, they made a quick getaway. Now the police are on the hunt for this crew, and let's cross our fingers that these thieves get caught real soon. 4 guys drove up to someone's place in their truck with one thing on their minds, a super cool bike. They quickly loaded it onto the truck bed and took off. After a few court appearances spanning several months, one of them ended up behind bars. The other 3 managed to escape without a hitch, and unfortunately, the bike was never seen again. Picture this, a guy casually strolling around someone's house checking out the scene. Then, he saunters up to the door, knocks out the camera, and proceeds to burglarize the place. Lucky for the homeowner, they were out for dinner and avoided this unwanted visitor. This guy is eyeing things on someone's porch, thinking he's a smooth operator. But here's the twist. The owner drives up right at that moment and catches this idiot in the act. What's crazier? This guy gives 0 cares and struts away like it's just another day.
Signature? I'd like signature. Oh, were you not dropping that off? I appreciate that. Thank you for what?
Someone needs to dial down the confidence in this guy. It's off the charts. Check out this total loser. He rolls up to someone's property, parks his car like he owns the place, and targets the red vehicle parked there. He tries to open it, but guess what? The car alarm screams louder than he ever could, and it scares the daylights out of him. Swiftly, he bolts away in his own car. Epic fail. A crew of robbers set their sights on a house in broad daylight. Once inside, they went to work, grabbing whatever they could get their hands on. One guy snagged a big TV and tossed it into their car, while others made off with some pretty pricey items. After the loot was loaded, they made a swift exit. Local security rushed in, but it was too late. The robbers had already vanished by the time they arrived, just 2 minutes later. This guy's just doing his laundry gig, picking up stuff from a tenant in the building, but on his way out, he spots something at another door and decides to help himself. Little did he know, he was caught red-handed on camera. The victim didn't take long to track down the laundry service and nail the thief. The next day, he's back. He returns the item and offers an apology. And guess what? The laundry service showed him the door for good.
Hi. Thank you. You did it. You know, that's a violation. That violates people's, their space, And I apologize for what's happening. But you see this? Yeah.
I lost a job, but it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah. Okay. You live and you learn, right?
Lose one, you get another one.
Okay. But just understand you lose one and get another one, but just understand what you did, though. Yeah. Right. That's what I'm saying. That part about losing the job and getting another one, just recognize what you did. You know what I'm saying? And then that way you won't do it again. Just understand how I feel about what you did, though. It's a violation. Okay? All right, then.
Talk about karma biting back. The owner forgets to lock her van, and Mr. Opportunist over here decides to take a seat. Maybe he's on the lookout for something to snatch, or perhaps he's plotting a grand van heist. Anyway, luck was on their side because the owner's daughter caught this sneaky dude in the act. Then he decided to make a run for it.
Get the fuck out of there! I'm calling the police! You better run!
What the f*** are you doing out here?
This is private property! Hey, police!
Got you on camera, bitch ass!
Listen, wait.
I don't know. He went running.
Huh?
Lesson learned: always respect people's stuff, even if they leave the door wide open. These three guys roll up to a house in their car, thinking they're slick. First, one guy wrestles with the gate until he gets it open. Then, the other guy hops out, and together, they struggle to widen the gate for their grand entrance. Once the car's in, the trio makes a coordinated effort to crack the other door and get inside. After loading a ton of stolen stuff into their car, they make a swift exit. Doing a heist in broad daylight takes some serious nerve. Let's hope they get caught and land behind bars. As the couple was getting home, another car pulled up, and three armed guys jumped out, resorting to violence. They threatened the couple, snatched the woman's jewelry, and even took off with their car. Let's hope these guys end up in jail where they belong. Imagine this scene. One guy is biking around at night, and out of curiosity, or sheer opportunism, he checks a car door. Surprise, surprise, it's unlocked. So, he helps himself to some goodies inside. Meanwhile, another guy, seemingly innocently strolling along the street, is up to no good too. He spots another unlocked car and dives right in for some thievery action. What are the odds, right? Two crooks crossing paths, unaware of each other's shady intentions. Let's hope karma catches up and these two buddies land behind bars soon. Check out this audacious guy. He casually strolls up to a car and starts rummaging through it like it's his personal shopping spree. And when caught, does he panic? Nope. He walks away like he just finished a successful mission. This guy's got nerves of steel, or maybe just too much confidence in his thieving game. Unreal. Picture this chaotic scene on the road. A red car casually cruising until it decides to play bumper cars with a parked vehicle. The driver, determined to escape the consequences, struggles and miraculously drives away. But wait, here comes another car, joining the party by crashing into two vehicles, causing its tire to go flat. It's like a group of hammered individuals decided to turn the road into their personal demolition derby. Check out this guy shining his flashlight into people's cars, probably on the hunt for something to snatch. Moving on to the second car, he makes a move, and bam! The car alarm goes off, giving him a fright to remember. Panicking, he zooms away. Lesson learned, don't mess with other people's stuff, or you might end up with more than you bargained for. A car pulls up at someone's property with 3 men inside. One guy steps out, opens the gate, and once inside, slides it wide open for their car to roll in. The other 2 join in, getting into the building to grab jewelry, appliances, and cash. They load up their loot and make a speedy getaway in their car. Although caught on camera, these guys manage to evade capture. They really need to end up in jail, though. A crew of 5 burglars arrives at someone's property. 2 of them skillfully open the door, creating an entry for their car. Once inside, they make their way toward the building. The dogs on the property notice them and try to intervene, but the burglars pay no mind and press on. They forcefully break into the house, kicking the door open, and make off with jewelry, expensive items, and even a TV. The police are on the hunt for these guys, aiming to put an end to their theft spree. Down in Houston, Texas, there's this guy strolling down the road. He spots a car, checks the door, and guess what? It's not locked. So, he decides to take a seat, maybe eyeing something to snatch. But, the car alarm decides to join the party, scaring the daylights out of him, and he bolts away. Classic case of a failed attempt. This guy's out here on a mission at night, but it's not for cans or clothes. Nope, he's after the trash can itself. He empties it out like it's some kind of treasure chest and then bolts with the trash can. I mean, seriously, who steals a trash can? There's this woman just waiting outside her house. Two armed guys stroll up, thinking they can carjack her. But surprise, the woman's husband, who's been watching the whole thing on camera, steps out with a weapon. He gives these tough guys a scare, and suddenly, they're not feeling so tough. They just take off. Well, they surely got more than they bargained for. So, this guy decides to break into someone's place with shady intentions. He first checks out the camera, or maybe trying to figure out if anyone's home. Then, he casually strolls around, likely on the hunt for anything valuable. In the end, he grabs a few not-so-pricey items and makes his escape. What a piece of work. In Jacksonville, Florida, this couple rolls up to someone's property in a golf cart, and out of nowhere, the guy grabs their ladder, tosses it onto the golf cart, and off they go. I mean, really? Who does that? So, there's this guy illegally dumping stuff in the alley late at night in Ohio. The homeowner catches him red-handed, asks if he's the one doing the dumping, and what this guy does, he bolts, probably scared that he's been busted.
What's up, bud?
How much? What we doing?
Just dropping this off here.
Are we dumping stuff?
No, just dropping it off.
Okay, well, we're on camera.
All right. I'll get your license plate number.
3119. That's
Dumping stuff like that is just plain wrong. 4 guys reach someone's place, all geared up for some stealing action. Once inside, they take their time grabbing stuff, swiping home appliances, a big TV, and other pricey items. After loading up, they make a quick getaway. They might have escaped with the loot, but here's hoping karma catches up with them and they face the consequences of their actions. Picture this hilarious scene. A porch pirate thinks she's pulling off a genius heist by swiping a box from someone's balcony, only to discover it's just a decoy. Realizing her epic fail, she casually puts it back and walks away empty-handed. But hold up, the homeowner isn't fooled. Thanks to his doorbell camera, he gets a heads up and rushes to the scene. When he confronts her, he takes a moment to give her a good dose of shame.
Oh, it's you. You're gonna bring it to me, huh? Oh, okay. So you left out of your way to come pick it up, to give it to me. Okay. Yeah, I feel you. Porch pirate. Alright. Yeah. Uh-huh. Now I know. I said, now I know. My wife was stealing it. I feel you. That's fine, Justin. Here's one for me. Yeah. This car is stealing this bitch, man. Yeah, man, do the same. Yeah, don't. Yeah. Next time. I got you next time. Leave people or Justin Bieber. Justin. Like that.
Look at this idiot. He hops into someone's property and messes with their gate. Little did he know, the homeowner was watching him on camera and told him to beat it.
Yeah? What's up?
Carol? Do I got the right house? No.
What do you need?
Carol. He doesn't have the right house. Huh? Carol?
These kinds of creeps are everywhere, seriously needing a life or something better to do. 3 guys roll up in a white Mazda with fake plates, trying to sneak into a property by forcing open a pedestrian gate. But, surprise, the gate alarm goes off and an ADT vehicle happens to pass by, throwing a wrench in their suspicious plans. The timing couldn't be more perfect, scaring them off. The Mazda made a quick exit, and this break-in attempt just fell flat. Late at night, a homeless man showed up at someone's house, yelling and talking to himself. Despite no response, he continued speaking before eventually taking off.
I have to. I don't want to, but I have to. I don't want to, but I have to, okay? Yeah. I don't want to, but I have to. I'm sorry.
Hey, come back!
It makes you wonder about his true intentions, doesn't it? Late at night, a SWAT team conducted a raid at an apartment, armed with keys to the place. Upon opening the door, the suspect was right there, hands up. It leaves you questioning how the officers got hold of the keys to his apartment. This guy rolls up to someone's porch, eyeing a package to snatch, but then he realizes someone's onto him. He whips out the sales pitch, acting like he's selling fans.
Yeah, big curling fan. Huh?
Does it work?
It works a little bit. It just needs to be rewired. I spent $140 for it, and it didn't work, and they won't let me take it back. All right, hey, sorry. Yeah, that's all right, man. Thank you. Good eye, baby.
Can you believe it? He literally grabs the package and bounces while pretending to chat with people. Now, that's some next-level sneakiness. A woman rolls up to someone's porch, swipes the package like it's a Black Friday deal, and bolts. She's got a partner in crime, and they make a speedy getaway in their car. The homeowner catches the whole thing on camera and rushes outside to drop some confrontational lines, but the package bandits vanish into thin air. In Baltimore, Maryland, a group of young guys was strolling around when they spotted a package sitting on someone's doorstep. Thinking they could score, they went for it. Little did they know, the owner was onto them. He rushed out, giving them the fright of their lives. The punks bolted, leaving the package behind.
Come on.
Nice try, but not on this homeowner's watch. This guy rolls up to someone's place, parks his car like he owns the joint, and starts snooping around for stuff to snatch. Turns out, he left empty-handed, probably couldn't find anything worth taking. 3 guys, no strangers to mischief, targeted a house while the owners were away. This wasn't their first attempt. They'd tried breaking in before, even when the owners were home. Armed with tools to crack the gate open, they worked together, applying force to overcome the sturdy barrier. Despite their persistent efforts, the gate held its ground. In the end, their mission failed, leading to a simple realization: that gate wasn't made in China. Check out this guy, wandering around and testing doors to see if they're unlocked. Fortunately, the door he tried was locked. Maybe he should consider finding a more productive use of his time instead of attempting to enter people's homes uninvited. This guy was casually walking around when he noticed an open door of a house. Thinking it was an invitation, he entered. However, he was surprised when he encountered the homeowner inside and had to make a quick exit.
Yeah, freaking tweaking, bro.
Lesson learned: always close and lock your doors to keep unexpected visitors out. Check out this audacious move. A guy spots a car at night and decides to help himself to some items from it. After snatching whatever caught his fancy, he makes a swift getaway in his own car. Come on, people, let's stick to basic manners and ditch the stealing. Hold on to our final clip, which is the most scariest and most creepiest one. And if you like what you saw, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on our creepiest videos. In a peaceful Chicago neighborhood, in the wee hours of the morning, eerie and terrifying screams echoed through the air. Could this be a woman going through something like a robbery or domestic violence? These are not the sounds you'd want in your neighborhood. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can stay updated with our latest videos.